Welcome to Erin, Lee, and Friends. Hi, I'm Erin Lee, and I'm excited because today I have a folk tale for you, and I'm going to need your help. We need to make some sounds. The first sound, it's one you know. It's the sound of a cat. So everybody make a best cat sound you've got. That's it. And the next sound, another easy one. It's the sound of a sheep. You got it. Now the third sound's a little bit harder because you got to go really high and make a squeaky noise. Can you squeak? That's it. And the last sound, this should be the easiest of all because it's the sound of a kid wailing. So take a big breath and give me your best wail. Go. That's it. And now that we have all our sounds, we can start our story. Once there was a little boy and a grandma and a grandpa. And the little boy loved his grandma and he loved his grandpa, but he did not love the big squeaky bed that he had to sleep in whenever he went to visit them on their farm. Well, one evening, the little boy said goodnight, and grandma said goodnight, and grandpa said goodnight, and the little boy climbed into the great big bed. And he turned to the left, and he turned to the right, and the bed went, and the little boy went, and grandma went, "Don't worry, it's just the squeaky bed." And grandpa said, "Oh, I know, what you need is a little cat to keep you company." So grandpa went to the barn, got a cat, brought it home, and now the little boy and the cat both climbed into the great big bed. And they turned to the left, and they turned to the right, and the bed went, and the little boy went, and now the cat went, and grandma went, "Don't worry, it's just the squeaky bed." And grandpa said, "Oh, I know, what you need is a little sheep to keep you company." So grandpa went to the barn, got a sheep, brought it home, and now the little boy and the cat and the sheep all climbed into the great big bed. And they turned to the left, and they turned to the right, and the bed went, and the little boy went, and the cat went, and the sheep went, and grandma went, "Don't worry, it's just the squeaky bed." And grandpa said, "Oh, I know, what you need is a little mouse to keep you company." So grandpa went to the barn, got a mouse, brought it home, and now the little boy and the cat and the sheep and the mouse all climbed into the great big bed. And they turned to the left, and they turned to the right. The bed went, and the little boy went, and the cat went, and the sheep went, and the mouse went,
"This bed is really old."
And grandma was so surprised that the mouse could speak that she sat on the bed and the bed broke. And grandpa said, "Oh, I know, what you need is a new bed." So grandpa went, got a new bed, brought it home. And now the little boy and the cat and the sheep and the mouse all climbed into the brand new bed. And they turned to the left, and they turned to the right. Nothing. It was so new, it didn't make a sound. And then the little boy went, and the cat went, and the sheep went, And the mouse went,
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
and the little mouse sat on the edge of the bed and went, all night. What I love about folk tales is that there can be so many versions of the same story. So go make up your own version and pass it on. See you next time.
Okay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you've performed one of our songs, email us. We'd love to hear about it. Our concerts are posted on our webpage and all our social media pages. The links are in the description box right below. See you next time.